afternoon, deputies and senators. Thank you for coming to listen to us today. I really welcome the opportunity to tell you how the loss of the training allowance will impact on my life and the ability to move forward to further training and hopefully employment. I worked all my life. I was a qualified machinist working in factories. I also worked as a banquet organiser in hotels doing weddings and big functions. And in 1996, I started suffering with aches and pains I couldn't understand. In 1998, I was diagnosed with severe rheumatoid arthritis, which worsened as the years went on. In 2010, I ended up in a body brace, with my daughters having to do everything for me. I was like that until 2011, when I started coming around with the help of physiotherapy. Friends of mine and my GP told me about National Learning Network, and I decided to go to National Learning Network alone. At that point I was mobile, but not very mobile, and in the evenings I still had to keep wearing my body brace. I felt worthless, and after 2 months of being in National Learning Network, I began to believe what my tutor was telling me. I was worth something, and that I had a lot to contribute to society, and to believe with training I would be able to return to work, part-time if not full-time. In terms of the training that I did with National Learning Network, first of all, can I tell you, it gave me my life back. It taught me I was a worthy person. It has given me back my confidence. I am reading, walking and doing physical exercise on a daily basis. I am now able to remember things which I couldn't before because of the medication I was taking for pain. I don't need it much anymore. I'm on 4 pills a day, reduced from 24. In National Learning Network, I have done a communications course to help me speak much clearer and much better. I have learned about computers and I now have quite a lot of skills in IT. I am also doing a functional maths course. Everything that I have achieved now in my later years is giving me the strength to stay well and get back into the workforce, which I hope to do on completion of an employer-based training course. But to do this course, I will have to survive on less money. With the allowance I was getting now, I am able to avail of services which is not available to me on my medical card, such as massages for my bones, going to the swimming pool, the steam room, and also being able to afford a healthy diet. Since then, my health has greatly improved and my confidence has improved. As part of my course, I had to do a work placement. I worked in Boots Pharmacy in Athlone from the 17th of February until the 7th of March 2014. It was the best 3 weeks I've had in 16 years. I was happy meeting people and helping people, and it gave me the drive to get more working skills. My goal now is to go to employer-based training so I can prepare and get the certification I need to join the workforce. I currently get a training allowance of €188 per week on top of my invalidity pension. I am very lucky to have got this, and I know the budget last year has taken a decision to stop the double payment. But having the additional money over the last year has changed my life. I have been able to fund my additional cost, the additional cost of my disability, which I wasn't able to afford before. And I'm now far healthier as a result and cheaper on the state in terms of medical costs. I understand the double payment is unlikely to be returned. But if I had access to the €20 per week, I would be able to at least maintain my healthy diet and save each week to fund some extra therapy I've been buying. All my social welfare is spent on my rent, electricity and my gas, because I need my house to be warm at all times because of my condition. I think it's unfair that all this progress will be taken away from me halfway through my training. Regardless of whether the €20 training allowance is restored, I am going to do my employer-based training, but it will impact on me. I won't be able to afford my healthy diet, and I fear that my health will go back down, and if it does, I fear I won't be able to get back up from it again. But going forward is very important to me. It is something I really want to do, to get the certification so I can go to work, either part-time or full-time. I want to get off the invalidity pension, and I don't want to be seen as an invalid anymore. I used to be ashamed to say how ill I was and what was wrong with me, and I thought I was the only one. I felt like an outcast, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. I was never allowed to go to town on my own. I can now go to town on my own and just get a phone call if I'm late back to check that I'm okay. That is a wonderful achievement for me. There's nobody sitting in this room who can say they haven't or they won't have a setback in life. It can happen to us all, and you never know when you will need National Learning Network, and I can recommend it. We'd like your support to get the €20 per week allowance back to enable us to move forward and continue our training to help us get back into work and get off social welfare. On behalf of myself and my fellow students from Athlone, I'd like to thank you very much for listening.